Hey guys, it's Kusi, and let me welcome you to episode 3 of the Demolishing Our Way to Keystone Hero with the tiniest of hammers. Is what I would say if we weren't this close to achieve the unbelievable. We have the chance to hit rank 1 on Warrior while doing tank damage. What? We got stream keys, but the Skyreach had to be packed, so you best believe it was not the smoothest sailing at all. With that, make sure to like and subscribe as it's for free and you support your boy massively. And enjoy the road to rank 1 with nothing but tiny legs and a dream. Alright, please at least drop something. Let me roll beyond 50 for once. So I can die happy. Give me a tier set for once in my life. I think I had no teaser to roll on. I had 19 again. I think I had no teaser to roll on this entire LFR section. That's rough, buddy. I do need Skyreach, Windrunner, and what was the other one? Nexus Point on 10s. But if you don't have that, then I'm just gonna do my key, I guess, and just keep going for it. Maybe we're just gonna push another key up to 10 so you can reroll. Maybe that's the play. Only have Terrace 8. I mean, we can do the Terrace 8, push it up to 10, and then just have it rerolling. I mean, yeah, the entire scaling is just too weak for what happens. I think everybody just has way too much output. There's way too much damage going on. I think people like healers just have way too much healing that they can go for because they are, you have less cooldown management for the most part. It's more or less just, raw healing that got increased, I think. Which makes a lot of the boss fights very trivial. Or a lot of the trash fights. Unless there's an actual stuff going on and people just try to avoid. Do you have a good bonker? That's a good bonker, right? This is good. I'll take this. I guess a small shield for a small character, I think that's the play, right? Now, can I put a weapon enchant on this? Yeah, look at this. Why is this so big? Why does it look so massive, dude? Look at the big weapon enchant. Look at this. Look how far this goes. Everybody does so much damage that you just probably not play right. Also, the damage meter, I'm very certain that it's bugged out. And I'm not saying that because I'm always at the bottom. I mean, that's part of it. But I'm very certain it's buggy as hell. At least it wouldn't surprise me. Let's put it like that. Also, one thing, guys, if you tank keys, keep in mind that the keys are so easy to do. Overpull. Doesn't matter. Overpull and adapt in the future runs. You will not deplete the key because you pull too much. If you deplete the key, the reason is not that. Like, there's something else that happened. Believe. It has nothing to do with you pulling too much if the key is depleted. I can tell you that from experience. Okay, who designed this mob that charges into the party when somebody charges in? What is that bullshit? Who did that? Who's that? I want answers. So why last stream of season 1? Because doing keys is boring. And doing keys is what I like doing. And there's no joy in just finishing anything in the first day of playing, I think. In my opinion, at least. So I'm just gonna finish this character up. Then I'm gonna finish my 0 to hero on the rogue as well. Bro. And then I'm probably done. And then I'm just gonna charm in every now and then, maybe do a key or so. But I don't wanna commit to doing it. And I also because Twitch revolves around you guys essentially donating, I just don't want you guys to subscribe to a stream that is not active. I just want to make sure that if I stream, it's gonna be very random. But I don't want you guys to have any expectations. And I also don't feel like I'm obliged to stream because you guys are subscribed, I think that's a fair thing to do. almost a perfect stack. If I moved the boss a bit further, then we would have had 5 of them in one position, which would have been huge. I had an absolute banging time before Mythic Plus launched, and now it's just absolutely tragic. This is really not fun for me. I don't like the handout systems that we have nowadays. I'm all for making things accessible, but giving people the false idea that Mythic Pens, which is the highest to do for reward, is that free, it's just wrong. And you can call me a gatekeeper for that. I don't give a shit. It's just disturbingly easy. Because I checked the stats today as well. There are more 10s played than 2s in the first 48 hours of the season. Well, obviously including NA, right? So that should not be a thing. Never. In the first, like maybe in the first week, maybe. In the first 48 hours, no. Absolutely not. And artificially inflating the goal for a series doesn't make the game more fun, for me at least. Because I like the progress of a character, you know, when you get more gear, when you get better at it. But there's neither is there a point right now to get gear, nor is there a point to get better at something, because you're just gonna steamroll 10s anyways. I could go there with below item level 200, and the other 4 guys would still time the key. I learned that you can just tank here as a tank, and you can just, like, I mean, I guess. As long as you're somewhat in attack range, then whatever. No, you can dispel later. You don't have to dispel. I don't know if you press Shadowloots there or like your AoE thing there, but don't have to dispel. Apparently it's like 2 or 3 stacks or whatever. That's enough. Oh, they even yeah, okay. If you do it on 2 stacks, then the first puddle will disappear until the second one. That's easy. That's dumb. I mean, I don't know how far I can outrange the boss without losing aggro, to be fair. Not too sure. Do share opinion, and I get it. It's something that always bothered me following season like 2 and 3. With them bringing it to season 1 is just dog shit. It's the problem I have is it's even worse, man. Thanks, TP. Take care, man. It's a shame because I high hopes for Midnight. I was in this weird thing where I kind of knew that it's not gonna be difficult by just looking at the spreadsheet of how the dungeons are scaling, and it didn't change anything. But I was kind of hoping that there is some like more scaling because of all the free gear you got, right? Because of all the champ gear you got right away. I was kind of hoping it has a bit more oomph to it, but you know, having the pre-season gear essentially, that is enough to to get KSH, and probably is enough to get to 3K is a bit much. I was doing some keys with a friend yesterday, and she told me that she's on a monk like 2.6k rating, and even on her +2 keys, nobody applies. Like already a healer, already a big rating, and even there nobody applied. I have a Skyridge. I would like to do Vlad's Nexus point real quick first, and potentially reroll my key, and then we can do your Skyridge. Maybe I do get lucky and I get a Windrunner, and then we're completely set. Where's my key? Is it 11? Good luck. I hope you find some joy in single player games. I don't know. I like PvP in as a dynamic. You know, that's why League of Legends was something I like playing. That's why FIFA is something I like playing, because I play against other people. Okay, we need 77.52% when we enter this area. That's all we need to know. The most annoying with this quick going into 10s is that I still don't have any clue which way I'm going. To be fair, there's very little dungeons where you have to make decisions. I think one of them is Caverns and the other one is Pit. The other 6 dungeons are very straightforward, and it's just about potentially overpulling. But even though with overpulling, it's whatever, right? Or you pulled 5% too much trash, who cares? Everybody does so much damage, you're gonna time the key anyways. So it's a big whatever angle. 5, unless you go completely 4, bonkers, obviously, you don't have 3, to pull everything, but
2, 1.
Much rather pull more than too little, and you should be good. I wonder if you can make this a Bloodlust pull, like pulling the entire room. Or if this is too much, I don't know. Ooh. Now 1 second. That's fair enough. Every time he asks for a second, somebody body pulls. Promise you either go full AoE or full single target on Affliction. I think Warrior has the same problem, to be fair, because I can't play the perks that I want to play for single target, because most of them are just execute related, which in keys is not really a thing. That is a problem. That's true. A lot of classes have the issue. Well, they try to butcher it down to not have that anymore. We have a lot of specs that don't have it. You know, Fury, Survival, Monks, by default, Demon Hunters as well. I guess Fire Mages too. Fire Mage can technically just go full single target and still do a shitload of damage in AoE. Alright, good next. I like it. I'm not even worried that we're not gonna time this key. I don't know. Because I feel like trash-wise, this is by far the most annoying one in this dungeon. On the right side, there's nothing that happens to the tank. Yeah, the left side is kind of rough. So there's so much party damage coming as well. And it's hard, because all the mobs look all the same. Kind of racist, I know, but they all look the same, but they do different things, which is kind of rough to figure out. I mean, for arms, it's this weird thing of, do I play Slayer or do I play Colossus? Because that is the decision one has to make here. The Slayer does a lot more single target, but you lose some AoE, which they kind of try to fix with the next patch. With the 0.5 patch, so maybe Slayer is the way to play for Mythic Plus and overall. Which would be absolutely disgustingly bad. I like Demolish as a button too much. Holy shit, the middle area is so badly crowded. I just pressed die by the sword, Hearthstone and my potion. Holy shit. I just panicked so much. Your mega panic.
Jesus Christ.
That's the 1 million Demolish, baby. Oh, baby. Love to see it. Yeah. The big shield slams, dude. Dude, shield slam slaps in general. I figured that out when I was tanking too. That was crazy. That's the one. Yeah. Well, I'm always so hesitant when the first guy I look at is the right one. I was like, I don't know. Where's the reroll thingy there? Like reroll, please. Windrunner. Yes. Ooh. Okay, we got everything we need. Let me show you something. Right. So you can see how special you are when you deplete the key. Actually, this game right now. Was it scene? There you go. Like the red bars are the ones that are depleted. Like this, right? So if you deplete a key, feel special. That is not happening often. Let me guess. No defensives, no tank trinket. I have no idea. I can't track anything here. I would like to figure out what it is, but I can't track it. In numbers, right? 85% of all plus 10 keys, which is the highest amount of key played, are timed. And even 13s, 76.5%. 12s, 64.8% are timed. So more than 50% on the first day. This is the first day. I don't think this is updated to now. I think this updated, it updates like once a day. So you feel special, man. If you deplete a key, you're the chosen one. I think it's this easy because they were scared of the Woden Season 1 repeat, yeah. And the iron restriction make it harder for some, went a bit overkill. But that, yeah, so I agree with you there for sure. Because I think the problem, or like the reason why it ended up like this, is a mix out of everything, right? First of all, yeah, they didn't change any of the scaling. So the scaling is the same as in the War Within. Because you're right, the War Within Season 1 was bad for the overall player base. In terms of keys played, that's for sure. Then they also added a lot more gear that you can get before even entering a dungeon. I loved Season 1. I also liked Season 1 of the War Within. I think they could have nerfed it a little bit because there was just too much that was at the same time. You know, the scaling, the incoming damage to the party, tank busters, and the lack of crowd control, essentially. Where, you know, the amount of casts that have to be kicked and you can't actually crowd control them anymore. Like you were able like you were to Dragonflight. I think it was just all of this that made it too difficult. So you could adjust one of them and see what's up. And then, you know, let's be honest, Season 1 at some point was just lost, right? You had no player base. So at that point, you could have done some testing and tweaking in order to figure out a good way for Season 2 to go for. Disregarding, it's easy scaling. It's too easy gear to get. Everybody does so much damage. Way too much damage. Way too much damage. It should not be like this. Like, we had a Pharaoh yesterday that did 600k or something, or almost 700k. So that's too much, man, for first day of the expansion, or first day of the season. But again, I said this multiple times earlier. This is my opinion. Sultan, in the beginning, don't stand towards the edge of the area, otherwise you potentially get knocked down. That's a pull. Holy shit. That's a Bloodlust, probably, I would have guessed. Want to buy camera angles? What is this? Okay, what is this pack? This pack just got absolutely whipped. Everybody doing 200k on the pull is crazy. What? This makes me feel like I'm one of the rank 1 players, you know, in the first few days, where they just like zoom through the tents that were supposed to be difficult at one time. I was wondering why people don't play with Thunderclap on arms. It didn't make sense to me, and then I realized that the red is actually an AoE cone in front of you. It's not a single target. Believe it or not, it actually cones every target as well. It's not just 5 like Thunderclap is. It's every target. Right, anything else? Okay. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, the closest guy gets aggro. Understood. All right. Jump down, bro. Thank you. What? What kid? Did you roll down? No way you rolled down. Don't tell me you rolled down. Don't tell me you rolled down, dude. There's no way. I don't really see many dungeons. No, the dungeons aren't the problem. The dungeons aren't the problem. It's just the difficulty of it. That is just not fun. What is Burning Claws then? It's a tank ability. It's all 12 on the table? Well, I mean, easy. You can do 15s on arms. I mean, maybe not right now, but... Or do you mean I do it? Because if that's the question, then no. I mean, maybe eventually, but not right now. But you do enough damage to do that. So the problem is that you don't do any single target. Your single target is absolutely atrocious. Because you have to build into AoE, which is pretty much the only reason why. But your AoE is pretty solid. So you have to compensate for shitty single target with blasting and trash packs. That makes sense. But doing 12s is easy enough, man. The timers are... Maybe not on this one, because I mean the timers are very forgiving. And everybody has so much damage that you should be with 12s easily. Wonder if can I jump up here? Probably not. Want to buy movement speed? I don't like this because it's going to be a very close one, which could mean that I just get the very basic amount of rating, which would be no bueno. I swear to God, this hunter is actively griefing. Okay, it's on me. No, keep my cooldowns here. I can't target this thing, holy shit. I do have leap ready, so I'm gonna use that in a hot moment here. I think if the hunter gets tired, okay. Either he comes to us or he dies. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Go ahead. You gotta get right down, dude. Yes, it should be enough. 26-3 should be enough. That is... Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Rank 1 hype. Officially 3 times rank 1, baby. What a way. I'm gonna take a break and do another rank 1 season 2. Maybe. Hey, 3 rank 1, 3 different characters, and end of season rank 1. It's, you know what? For me, it's end of season.